Hi, hopefully you can hear me and see me, and I have got all the technology working. I have just got another screen up on the computer, so I can talk between the two just to make sure that it is streaming okay, because this is completely new to me, this technology. So yeah, give me a little thumbs up or something in the comments, or a hi if you can see. So thank you very much for joining me on the rebrand of the Bag Makers Society podcast. I can't believe it's months since I. Oh, that's lovely. I can see a comment in the screen that I'm in, and it means that somebody can hear me. So fantastic, because technology has not been my friend lately. So hello, everybody. I'm getting loads of comments. This is lovely. But yeah, technology has not been my friend. So yeah, so welcome back to the Rebrand Bag Makers Society podcast. Obviously, I started the podcast last year, and what was meant to be just a very short break ended up being a much longer break. Thank you so much. I can only see that that comment there. So excited to hear how exciting. It's what Kite co-creates. So let me know what your first name is, and then I can speak hello probably. Yeah, so I was meant to have a little break in the run up to my wedding, which was 6 months ago. And yeah, life just evolved. So when I was doing the podcast last year, I did want to. Oh, Jill, I thought it was possibly Jill, but I didn't want to say the wrong name. So thank you so much. But yeah, as I say, I did actually want to change up the podcast a little bit and have it more as having people on discussing the bag making journey, how it started, where it took them, where they want to go. But I needed to sort of learn some new technology in order to do that. And obviously, with having the wedding coming up, I decided just to sort of take a little bit of a break, learn some of the technology, and yeah, like I said, life has just kind of got in the way. So I've had a little bit of a longer break than what I anticipated. Obviously, fingers crossed the technology is working. It has kept my camera off once already today, but I did figure out how to get it back on. So if it does that again, hopefully it won't for long, and hopefully the sound and everything is okay. So what I am wanting to achieve with the podcast going forward, like I say, is to have it more as an interview chat style podcast and have members of the bag making community on from all walks of life. So whether it is somebody who's been bag making for decades and is got loads of experience and loads of hints and tips to share, to people who've gone into pattern designing, people who've gone into having a small business from bag making, and those that are really new to bag making as well. You know, those that are just dipping their toe in the water, eager to learn, eager to start their journey. I want to hear from everybody. So I've got some really lovely guests lined up, and as each week goes on, what I'll be doing is after this one today, I'm going to release next week's. So next week's will be scheduled, and you'll be able to go on and click the little notify button to be notified when we go live, which will be next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. And each week, the next guest will be released. Because what I don't want to do is put all of the ones that I've got scheduled on and have people confused as to who's on and when. So I'm just going to release each week as it goes. And I think I'm basically just going to have to play it by ear as well. And hi, Mandy. Kind of see what works technology-wise, and obviously promoting the podcast, because I have had that little bit of a break. So, you know, it will take people a little while to find out that we're back. So, what other news? Like I say, I have got some really lovely guests lined up. I've got some pattern designers. I've got some really amazing bag makers. Next week's is a wonderful lady who uses a lot of upcycling in her bag making. So I'm so looking forward to that conversation and finding out, how she sources, what she uses, where she gets her inspiration from. So I am really, really looking forward to that. So yes, Jill, I'm going to do them live. I am going to get myself really out of my comfort zone, which is my mantra for YouTube at the moment. So I did used to record them and then spend so much time editing them and not being happy with them, re-recording them. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just going to go and do it live. And I think I'm looking forward to having the conversations with people live and it not being, too sort of not so much scripted. That's the wrong word, but yeah, I'm just really looking forward to kind of having a chat and not worrying about whether there's prompts or whether this, or whether there's that. It needs to be live and it needs to be real. So yeah, Jill, editing it's the absolute worst. And I think when you are editing and you're hearing things back and it takes so long, and then there's something that you're not quite happy with, it's really only me that's not very happy with it. Nobody else really cares. So yeah, I am just like getting out of my comfort zone a little bit with the whole experience, and I'm so excited for it. I'm so looking forward to it. Is it you, Jill, who's just started their own podcast as well? Because I'm sure I watched a one with was it Raven last week, and that was really really good. I really enjoyed that. Oh yeah, it was. I am getting it right. I haven't lost my marbles. So when I started the podcast last year, and I'm sure Jill kind of thinks the same as me, a lot of the sewing podcasts are aimed at people who do quilting or dressmaking, and there was very little discussion with regards to making bags, and it is so different. Using the interfacings, all stabilizers and the structure that we create in our bags, the hardware, it's so different. And I wanted to create some conversations around that sort of genre. But there's obviously going to be people who do dressmaking and that as well, and their skills will overlap. And I'm really excited to sort of see how people are moving in different directions with their sewing. All right, the new forms of time differences are too messy. Yeah, that's the one thing with time differences. Most people who I've got lined up to begin with are UK, so people that aren't. So yeah, working with time differences is going to be fun. I am going to try and keep it mostly at a Tuesday at 8 o'clock, but there may be an odd time where, with regards to time differences, we may have to jiggle that a bit. But what I'll do is I'll give people sort of plenty of notice, and sort of well ahead of time, be able to sort of, if it's 6 o'clock or if we're doing it at 7, just to kind of like let people know. But like I say, if you click the little notify button, you'll get a little notification, usually on your phone or through email, to say that this crazy woman from the northeast is going live on YouTube yet again. So yeah, so if there's anybody who you would love to see me chat with, please do drop their name in the comments and I will reach out to them. If you would like to come on and have a chat with me about your bag making journey, I would absolutely love that. Like I say, I want all walks of life, all sorts of experience. I just really love hearing about people's journeys, and I think a lot of other people do as well. Sewing can be such an isolating hobby. It is something that we usually do on our own, either scribbled away in a little corner somewhere. If you're very lucky, like you have a room, but the door's usually shut. I'm usually shut away from everybody. And I just think it's really nice to kind of have this world that we have, that we can connect with people and hear from different people, and having those conversations with people with regards to their bag making journey, their sewing journey, how they got into things, where they wanted to take them, hints and tips that they've learned, I think is fantastic. So I think that's pretty much all I've got to cover. I have made myself a little list to keep myself right, obviously going live for the first time. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. We'll be here anytime. Yes, sewing can be isolating for many. It really can, and I think like this world on internet and on YouTube is fantastic because it really does bring people together, not just from one country, but from worldwide, and you can get to know people and become quite good friends with people that you've never met and you've only chatted with online, but those connections are absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to double check that I haven't forgotten anything that I had written down, which I don't think I have. I've let you know the time. I've let you know what to expect. And I've let you know how, if you want to hear anybody on the podcast, how you can drop their name basically in the comments. If you yourself would like to be on, either drop a comment and tell me how I can get in touch with you and I'll reach out to you, or you can send me an email. It's deb@memadmakes.co.uk, and it will be in the description box down below. Yes, Daisy, I would absolutely love to chat with Sarah as well. I think me and Sarah are quite similar personalities, so whether the internet is ready for that, who knows? But yeah, I think Sarah would be an absolutely fantastic person to chat to. And she is somebody who is on my list. I have a few little people on my radar that you see popping up in a lot of the different groups with amazing makes and such amazing knowledge and tips and tricks and stuff like that. So I do have a few people on my radar who I will be reaching out to over the next few months. But please do let me know anybody who else you can think of, because they might have slipped under my radar and I might not have come across them yet. Oh, that's lovely, Pauline. Thank you so much. But yeah, what I probably will do is I will have it in video form, obviously on YouTube, so that you can come back and watch. If you're not able to join us live, that's fine. I will be looking at whether I can extract the audio and put it up onto Spotify where the podcast was originally. So if you do just prefer to listen rather than watching on YouTube, there should be an option for that. But I may be a few days behind after it's gone out, depending on how long it takes to do those sorts of things. But it's all a learning curve for me. It's great being at the bottom of the globe, need to get to know more from the UK side. It is, and I think as well, like the Australian and New Zealand bag making community is very similar to the UK bag making community, and that there is actually more people than what we realise. Because we do just we see a lot of the bag designers from America. We see all the fantastic hardware supplies that they can get from America. We all sit over here jealous. I don't know whether it's the same for you, Jill, in New Zealand, but in the UK, it's not as easy to get some of the fantastic and unusual bag making supplies as what they have so readily available in America. So it's nice to be able to sort of promote a little bit of UK as well, but that isn't just to say that it'll only be UK. I want to hear from everybody. So American, New Zealand, European, wherever. I really want to have a good range of people on the podcast from all over the place, because that's really what I want the podcast to be about. I want it to be about community. I really want to build a really thriving community where people can hear and learn about people that they may never have come across, be able to then go and follow them on Instagram or Facebook, and, as I say, get to know each other better. So I hope you've enjoyed my little quick rambling. I did promise that I was going to keep tonight short and sweet. It was basically a reintroduction, and thank you for your patience, because I know I've had so many messages from people saying, when's it going to restart? When's it going to be back on? And yeah, it has just been kind of getting all them ducks back in a row, which they all are now. So every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Don't worry about the podcast being really long. I'm going to have sort of a structure, I think, to questions. So I'm hoping to keep it around about 30 to 40 minutes, but as you know, I can talk. So if I get anybody else on who's the same as me, we might go a little bit over. Oh, you're very welcome. Daisy. I won't be going on Sew Bee. She's got their Sew Bee next. But if anybody else wants to go on to Sew Bee, I will absolutely be there cheerleading you and pushing you to do it. But I won't be going on Sew Bee. 2 reasons. One, I couldn't take the pressure, and I would literally go weak at the knees for the Rebrand. And I'd fangirl over Esme as well too much. But as I run a sewing business, I'm actually excluded, and I'm not allowed to enter. So yeah, not seeing me on Sew Bee unless, you know, a gate crash and going to see Patrick and Esme. But that would be fun. I think we should have our own Bag Makers Sew-ciety. I think we should get everybody together, hire somewhere, and run our own Sew-ciety just for the day. I think it would be fun. Let me know what you think. Grumpy. If anybody hears me saying Grumpy, that's my husband. He's actually called Andy, but his nickname is Grumpy. He probably might be watching this in the other room going, "Oh my God, she's got another idea," and he'll be maybe he's looking for somewhere else to live, possibly, because I keep coming up with I do keep coming up with these ideas, and I'll say, "Oh, I've been thinking," and he just goes, "Oh no." So, oh yeah, Jill, I think we should do Bagby, and I think we should, you should do it in New Zealand. I'll do it in England. We'll rent somewhere each. We'll have live streams going, and yeah, we'll set challenges, and we'll give people more time. Though that is the one thing I do think people need from Sew-ciety is a little bit more time. They shouldn't be under the pressure that they're under. But yeah, I think Bagby would be mint. Let's make it happen. So right, I said I was going, and I am going. So thank you so much for joining me. Like I say, I hope you've enjoyed my little sort of ramblings. Yeah, Jill, drop me an email. We'll figure it out. It might take a little bit of figuring out, but we'll make it happen. So until next time, come and join me 8 o'clock next week. I will have the link up with the description of the lady who's coming on and joining me, and I will be promoting all of my socials. You can find all of my social media through my About Me tab on my YouTube, so I'm not going to bore you with all that. So thank you very much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I'm now going to go and finish my cup of tea and possibly have a gin. And until next time, see you soon. Bye.